What's going on, guys? Bison Comics here, and we are going to show you today what to do when you sell a comic book on Whatnot. How do you package it up and the process that it takes. So overnight I got a notification saying that we had sold a comic book, and what I did was I have my comic books in plastic comic bins and I use the CLZ app, and it tells me which bin each book is in so I can find it easier. This comic, I looked it up, it just so happened to be in what I have labeled Red Box 2. And so Dark Knight's Death Metal was sold, and it is time now to package it and print a label. So what I'm going to do is I have the label, it has already been generated, and I am going to get ready and print this out. So on the computer, on the PC, I'm going to pull up the label here, and I have a Bluetooth label printer that I got off of Amazon, and I am just going to hit print, and that is going to print with the label maker here. And we shall get it ready to go. One more. So what you're getting whenever you print is you're getting the label and you're getting a packing slip. Now, let me move this out of the way here. And I can turn that off. And now I have the label printed and the packing slip printed. So what I will do is set this off to the side for now. And now I have the book. So I've got my Gemini mailer, but I want to be careful about the book going in there. So what I generally do is I take another board, a comic book board, and I will lay the comic book board with the smooth side face down against the comic. And now some people will sandwich them in there, and I guess I could do that, but I really don't think that I need to. Since there's already a board in the bag, I really don't need to put one on the bottom. You could if you wanted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape all four sides of this with packing tape. Now, you have your packing tape. What you want to do is you want to fold the end over just a little bit so that that way it makes a little tab for the buyer to pull the tape off with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get that centered, and I'm going to put a piece of tape on there. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to make some more tabs here. I probably could actually split this piece of tape in half. And I'm going to make a few more tabs and put those on the sides. And then that one is actually maybe too small. I don't know, maybe not. I'll put this one on this side. And fold this over and put this one on this side. Now what we have is the face of the comic is protected, and then of course the board is already in it, so it's protecting the other side. Now we have that, we're going to take our Gemini mailer and we are going to kind of unperforate the pieces here and figure out which way it goes. It goes this way, and I'm going to go ahead and fold over these pieces like that to go ahead and get what it's going to look like once the comic goes in there. Now, the Gemini mailer typically it's going to have 1, 2, 3 sides for you to fasten something to. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the piece that we taped up. I'm going to place it in here, and I'm going to look at where the little fold lines are, so that way I can I want to make sure I get it where it's not going to fold over onto it. And we're going to take the blue painter's tape here, and I'm going to fasten that, and then get this back in the right spot here. I'm going to fasten that to the piece that we just did. Let me get 2 more pieces here. 1, 2, and it's, I don't know, that's probably about 5 inches or so maybe worth of tape. I will place it on that, fold that over, make the little tabs on here, and put it on the top, and fold that over. Now, this is not going to move around, and it's protected, and this board here is protected. And then we want to get the packing slip, and what I'm going to do is I'll write on here, make a little note here. Thank you for your support. And I just sign it Bison. And then, can't forget the Bison comic sticker. So Bison comic sticker goes in here. And on these stickers, what I do is I just take a piece of regular clear tape, like what you would use to wrap presents with and stuff. Some of this tape here. And I stick it on the back of this sticker, because the sticker hasn't been peeled yet, so that way whoever's buying it can do with whatever they want to do with. This one is actually headed to Colorado. I'll put the sticker on. Let me make sure nobody's name is showing. I'll put the sticker on, and you can see I've got the little note and a sticker that can peel it off. And then I'll take and put it on here. Let's see, I still had a piece of tape here, so, and I'll fold the ends over on this too. Just, it doesn't take very much, and I'll stick that there. Now, sometimes in some of my shows on Whatnot, I'll sell trading card pack. I mean, I'll do trading card packs for giveaways. Now, if I was gonna do that, then I would take these trading packs, depending upon how many they want, and I would just lay them in here like this or like this. And so I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and throw one in here just because. So I'll get a big piece of tape here. And these are the old MetaZoo packs. So I'm not worried really about taping the pack. I mean, it's, you know, obviously if it was a new Pokemon pack or something, I probably wouldn't try to put tape on the pack, just out of respect of whoever was buying it. Oh, and then now we need to say, I guess, something about the pack. So I could actually write it, enjoy the free TCG pack. There. Now we're going to close that up. I'm going to take a piece of this pack of this blue tape. We're going to just look and make sure that's not going to damage anything. I'm going to put that on here like that. And it's not going to hurt anything to be careful and put another one just to kind of hold everything still. So there's that. Now we're going to fold, and we're going to fold. Some people do theirs like this, but I like to do it where the large piece is flat all the way across, and then I fold this piece back over here. And then what I'll do is I'll take a piece of the clear tape, and I will, this one actually went together really very well. It's a brand new mailer, so, and I'll just put a small piece on there to hold it until I get the large piece. And stick that on there. Like that. And like that. And then press it. And then, so I've split that one down the seam here. And I do 2 more. And I mean, this is just how I do it. I mean, I haven't been doing it very long, so, you know, there's probably other ways to do it, and you do it however whatever's comfortable to you or whatever, but I found this method to work well. And then this one I'll split across the bottom side of the first piece of tape. And so there's that. And now all we have to do is put a label on, and we'll have to put a fragile sticker on, which I have around here somewhere, probably in another box. So I've got the label, and I'll put the label on right here, and label will go somewhere in there. And then I'll put a fragile sticker on the front here, and then I'll put another fragile sticker on the other side. And that has proved to be very effective on mailing comics. Now, you could fit however many comics, probably 8, maybe 10 in this mailer comfortably if you're bagged and boarded here. So, and then you have to be careful with your weight and how you're shipping it. But you can get a scale on Amazon or something that's fairly inexpensive, so you can maybe double check and know. I know that the card pack and the single comic is not going to exceed 15 ounces, which is what I have on the label. And we're good to go. So that is how you package a comic if you're going to sell it on what we're selling on Whatnot or any platform. But make sure you follow us on Whatnot. We're Bison_comics. And then on our Instagram, Bison.comics. And we hope that this video has helped you out. Have a nice day.